People will always show you who they are if you just give them a chance to.
In today's episode, we'll be talking about Adam22. Adam22 is the owner of the platform No Jumper. No Jumper was actually created by a man named George Potter. It started as a website that George created off Tumblr in 2011 until 2012. In 2015, Adam will reintroduce No Jumper as his own YouTube channel. Now, many of you might already know how No Jumper started, but what many of you might not know is who Adam22 really is.
Gilligan 22 is doing a whole bunch of lying about his upbringing.
He seems to have come literally out of nowhere and created a hip-hop platform overnight.
He did come out of nowhere. He just popped up out of the blue. But he wasn't doing hip-hop at first. He was running some type of like BMX blog type website.
And that was what was kind of crazy about it, was with the come up is it just exploded so fast, and I was so young, I was only 22, and within maybe like a year and a half of starting it, it was like clearly the biggest BMX website that everybody was looking at every day. And I had to fucking figure out like, oh, okay, how do I turn this into a business? Because I didn't go to college, I barely graduated high school.
When researching Adam, I found a lot of interesting information. Adam22's real name is Adam John Grand Mason.
My last name is Grand Mason, or some people say Gramazon.
Adam's father and Bill Clinton were very good friends.
Your Wikipedia, it says that your father was really good friends with Bill Clinton. It's interesting.
He was part of the whole Clinton mafia.
So,
break the whole thing down.
My dad was like working on local campaigns and stuff at that time when I'm in like second grade. And so my dad's like helping him out and was like a part of the campaign. Like we would be going to Bill Clinton events on the weekend when I was a kid and stuff. And yeah, my dad helped him win his initial presidency.
Adam's father was so close to Bill Clinton that Bill even pardoned Adam's father for his felony fraud charges that he was facing.
Bill Clinton leaves office a couple of years later, and Bill Clinton gives my dad a presidential pardon.
Adam even admits his connection to the...
Now, so if his father was real close with Bill Clinton, that tell you what type of timing that his father was on. So your daddy, like, wow. So it let me know what type of timing you on, and now it's starting to all fall into place. That's why you only chase drama in the black community, in the hip hop world every day.
For example, right, when you cover a subject that relates to like anything about gang culture, it's kind of what DJ Academics did with War in Chirac, where he basically turns a sad situation into like a true crime spectacle. And before you know it, that in turn amplifies conflict in the streets.
So you expected me to cover drill music, everything around it, but not how do you cover that?
Who told you to make a video series, you're not even from Chicago, called The War in Chirac, where you go into the smallest details of murders? That's parasitic. That's what they do to our culture from the outside. And that's exactly what you do to our culture from the outside.
I find it somewhat disturbing that somebody that is outside of what these boys endure on a day-to-day basis, interviewing them and monetizing it for your own personal gain when these kids are dying.
You going crazy here.
Which one?
What's it say? Read it, man.
I ain't reading.
You read it. It's yours, nigga. You put it out.
Which one?
Any of them. Read that one right there. Hey, Alex, put the arrow above the one you wanted to read.
FBG Cash claims Lil Durk told him to take a photo at King Von's mural. And this is a clip from the interview. Okay, I got some fucking questions here. Let me dip in the phone real quick. Oh yeah, so why'd you take that picture with the King Von mural?
Durk told me to.
How did he tell you to?
He through text. Now he blocked me now, but yeah, through text.
What you want to show me your conversation with him?
Nah, he blocked me. He blocked me. My fucking.
The conversation's still there, right?
Nuh-uh.
You delete text?
Yeah, like when I want to see, I ain't big on confrontation sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like most times I ain't big on confrontation. So when I go through, I'm like, man, that was distasteful, man. Like
what was
we was talking
what
like
kind of
that,
conversation were you having before he told you to go take this photo?
Fuck me, fuck him. Go over there and do that and see what happened to you. I'm outside right now.
Rest in peace, King Von.
Rest in peace,
FBG Cash.
Yeah. Well-known Chicago area rapper was killed in a drive-by shooting early this morning in the Auburn Gresham neighborhood. 31-year-old Tristan Hamilton was shot multiple times. According to the Sun-Times, he raps under the name FBG Cash. It is believed Hamilton fired back at the shooter. 2 years ago, another rapper close to Hamilton, known as FBG Duck, was also shot and killed.
You sitting there interviewing these kids that are fucking killing each other and y'all monetizing it. That's what he talked about. What I'm telling you is he's gonna give anything just to be on somebody's fucking camera and get some light shined on his project. He ain't making the money you are.
But you don't care, bro. I think you love to just see black people kill each other. And then all you do is promote like women selling themselves or talking about OnlyFans careers, which is a bunch of bullshit in all actuality. Like, that's what you promoting, that's goofy. He purposely get rappers, get people from the streets. He only want to interview them, like I said, for the controversy, for the beef, that's it.
More views. Go make your money off of porn. Go make your money wherever you can, but stop making it off of us.
Just seems like a lot of like gang members do come on this podcast, right?
No, yeah, definitely.
I interview rappers all the time.
These people
who
are losing their
in the
lives,
streets,
and you keep telling me about the
in the streets.
business of.
And I interview them, and they don't.
They don't know
talk
no better.
about crazy shit. No,
Adam.
because they do know better. I'm telling you,
which
most street rappers, when you interview them, are not gonna say shit about their ops, or they're not gonna whatever.
Listen.
Oh no, this is like this is not just an isolated incident.
He sat down with King Yellow and then brought up like, oh, would you squabble? You think you could beat up C-Mac?
You fuck with Crip Mac?
Crip Mac, man. I fuck with Crip Mac. Crip Mac crazy as hell, man.
Crip Mac and you would be a good boxing match. I would pay good money for that.
Why would the first thing be if I say, do you mess with C-Mac? And before he could say anything, oh, you know, I think that would be a good boxing match between y'all. Like, why the first thing you say gotta be something with some violence, though? For real.
The more Adam talks, the more he shows us who he is.
What would happen if you saw Tato at the gas station out here?
If I saw him?
Yeah, what do you think would happen?
Nothing. I won't do nothing, Tato.
First of all, that's not your place. Remember, you're not involved in these politics because when the politics come to you, you try to say, oh, I'm a podcaster.
What kind of fucking meme am I inside that Russ is sending Nigerian hitmen to a fucking Vietnamese nail salon to jump a podcaster because I did a poll on Twitter that said, would you rather your kid get into Russ or Xanax? And Xanax got 70% of the vote.
Nah, Loki, it don't work like that, though.
Would you do the boxing match thing?
Well, who?
I don't know.
I'll fight. Yeah, as long as there's some money involved. I ain't finna
Of course,
fight nobody
yeah.
for free.
You ready for a boxing match or are you fighting him? Boom.
For
Done.
$2 million?
He's a master manipulator and think he's good. He really think he's good at it. And since nobody caught the angles that he was taking and his manipulation, he feel that he's got over, but you're not over, sucker.
Yeah, you should fight Jake Paul.
He's good.
How about you fight me?
I'm ready to
400K.
squabble at any time.
I'm not gonna go through the pains of fighting someone in a boxing
I
ring
told you to fight
get
Vlad.
street cred.
You and Vlad?
See, this is what's fucked up. You guys are always pitting white people against each other.
You always pitting black people against each other.
No.
2 minutes in the interview, he talking about fighting the old nigga.
Bosco, though. He had a few things to say,
I don't know who that is.
but you still are not a fan.
He's...
But so he wants to box you? How you feel about that idea?
Where is that gonna go? What is that gonna do for me? You know, like...
Do you feel like there's just too many people that just love to laugh when you're going through some shit?
Yeah, man.
This ain't no coincidence. Look how he feel. Look how he thinking. Look where his thought at.
Till you see him in person.
And then it's different.
It's like, oh, bro, it wasn't like that, man. It was for the views, man. It wasn't like, you know.
Several people asked me the question, 10, why we can't get by? Why we just can't win? Why we keep losing? This is why we losing. Adam 22, no jumper, is a culture vulture. So many of them are culture vultures out there. But no, what do? We allow them to come into our house, sit back, kick their feet up on our couch, get the remote, turn out channels, and do what they want to do in our house. And we just still so loving and passive to them. He is a culture vulture. But before we get into that,
You think it's fun for people in this hip hop community to get into it and beef? Beef leads to violence, death. So you think it's cool that somebody beef and go catch an L, or their family member got to put them in the ground and cry and be sad, and then they didn't lost somebody because you didn't antagonize and incited beef.
Why you can't find something interesting without that?
Without death.
I think that's very interesting. Why does it have to go to death? You're just assuming that everyone's just dying left and right.
Dying.
If you are pushing evil in people's faces, they start acting evil.
Most rappers who beef with each other do not die at the end of the beef. It's just fucking words. It's rap.
That's where you see, and that's the disconnect. These niggas are really dying.
He knows.
This ain't just rap beef.
He knows.
You started a lot of issues, bro. Just for your monetary gain, for you to get some money off this community that you don't give a fuck about.
Y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all care about what the people are gonna go to immediately.
Fuck what happens because of this. Fuck if anything comes back after this.
And this shit is detrimental to these boys evidently because they fucking dying and y'all could give two fucks about it because y'all turning a penny from it.
That's my only beef.
Time out. Another weed is gonna grow right where that one grew.
That's all he know. Like, the interviews get mad, boring, and corny when he can't speak about beef. And then if you don't talk about beef, they the type that won't interview you again or try to act like, oh, you did something to them because you don't want to talk about that. So like, it's just lightweight shit you shouldn't even be getting into. Like, you dabbling in this shit, but you know what you're trying to do.
Weren't there legal issues because you robbed Skinny from the Nine's house?
Once again, he doing what he do.
Nigga, he actually wrote a statement on me and I had to fucking turn myself in jail.
You did rob him?
Not what I do. I didn't do nothing.
The back and forth he did with Draco and YG.
We ain't doing none of that weird shit for nothing. We ain't doing none of that.
Right. It's kind of like a shortcut to like getting you a couple million views, you know? Probably one of the biggest interview clips that we had was King Von talking about Duck. A couple months later, Duck's gone. A couple months after that, Von's gone.
Come on, Lord. The Slim 400 situation with you leaking his address.
So, on the side of this interview, like, I got a real bone to pick with you, bro.
Oh, what's up?
You didn't put my hospital address on the internet.
I know. I screenshotted the conversation with Bud.
And posted it.
Damn, that is fucked up.
I already got
right?
shot 9 times.
I know.
You want them niggas to come back to the hospital? That's out, Adam.
That's really bad.
You could have had me killed.
Oh, I know.
They was already expected to do that. Now they would have came and sat in the parking lot or some shit.
I mean, to be fair, I did delete it as soon as he told me to delete it, but I don't know
this
how
shit
many
was already
hours
on.
it was
This
up.
shit was already on air. You know, people screenshotted that and reposted it, and blogs picked it up.
You don't know nothing about that, bro. But you keep stirring pots in these situations.
That was fucked up. I'm really sorry about that. It just didn't
That's some
occur to
fucked
me.
up ass shit that I've been meaning to tell you. I said, I ain't gonna text him. I'm gonna get on this show and let him know. Like,
No.
bro, you can't put the address
totally
where,
in the right,
where I'm
yeah.
laying.
How we know you didn't leak this address? Rest in peace to Slim 400.
Breaking news out of Inglewood. Police are investigating a deadly shooting near Manchester and 7th Avenue. TMZ is reporting the victim is a rapper who goes by the name Slim 400.
It just must be crazy because like you talk to so many people who like have died recently. Like you're like the last person to interview
And you been trying to set motherfuckers up too. You think you slick. The people around you that live through it are trying to tell you something, and all you hear is money. Money. Cha-ching, cha-ching. That's all you hear. And you know, Adam is you know, he thinks his money makes him untouchable because he has no idea. Walking into waters that are deeper than he's ever seen. Deeper than he can understand. I don't wish no harm on him. But he's acting like it can't happen. You know, when he rolls his eyes and when he laughs.
He tried to put me in a trick bag.
He tried to get. He the one that made the video of you and Young Nudie.
He like, so some things were said about Nip and woo, woo, woo. You trying to get me to say something about Whack. You know what I mean? I said, this motherfucker trying to put me in a twist. I didn't bite, though.
Look at how you smiling.
And then you look like. And
look at Biff with that fucking hair right
Is that not a relevant question at that time?
And when I didn't bite, he like, you just look
He like, fuck the
disappointed.
interview.
You seen the disappointment look on his face.
He thought he was gonna get something spicy.
He didn't even play the clip.
I would love to replay this so we could actually witness it. But
Motherfucker.
What, we didn't use the clip?
Yeah, because I didn't fucking do what you was. I didn't fall for your. You know what I mean?
He trying to make it seem like that it's okay for him to be interviewing them and then really focusing on just the beef, just the drama, just the shit that he really has no business being involved with. I'm talking about as far as the streets. He's a shit starter. He's messy, but he ain't around. When the messiness turn around, he gone.
Bro, suck my dick, bro. That's a.
Hey, stop
bro.
playing before I smack the
bro,
shit out you.
do it.
Fuck on.
Hey, no.
Why you think he start trying to hire them other people as well? Like, now he try to throw other people in there because he know the pressure coming. Like he know a lot of people is watching.
Adam called you, right, and told you, yo, bro, I'm on air,
Like,
right?
I don't think this shit just all like
Look,
clicks and views, bro.
I didn't come here for corporate consulting from employees.
Who's an employee? I'm a motherfucking boss. You know me.
Oh, you talking about
us?
You guys work here.
I'm a boss.
Nigga,
I'm a
we
partner
bosses
in this
over here.
motherfucker.
That's
Cool.
You gotta watch your mouth, bro. That's great.
No, but no, I'm
I'm respectful too.
Now when you sitting there talking like that, Adam called you and said, yo, bro, I'm on air, right? And you said some shit that they thought was not true. And we had to afford them, right? You know, the space to respond back. You stated though, right? Just instigating. I'm saying, right, bro? No, right,
All right,
bro.
look. We're gonna do this. All right, let's get into the meat and potatoes of it. How did you and Kevo get into it to begin with?
Wow, that shit fun. All them problems it create and all the shit it stir up, and you bringing real life people on here while you sit in your studio with your security detail, but you inciting beef. Oh, he got people employed. So what? He got to. He couldn't have a hip hop podcast or whatever platform and don't have no black employees. And y'all better wake up and realize it, bro. Stop being slow.
Adam's a modern day slave master. He looks at us as commodity, not human beings.
Just like DJ Academics, they use Adam to control and build puppets for the world to worship.
Like, look how he placed Cluck Mac, like this individual with a Los Angeles gang crossed out on his forehead. He gave him a platform, even though he know what that was gonna do. Cluck Mac shouldn't have never been platformed with that tattoo on his head, period, bro. Gilligan 22 knew what he was doing when he did that, bro. You gotta read between the lines. This shit be subliminal. That Gilligan is smarter than what he try to act like. This is the truth, bro. You gotta start up stuff, but then Cluck Mac down. You act like you fuck with Cluck Mac, but he in jail and you ain't even paid no dough on the Gilligan C-Mac book, slow. And I don't even care about that individual. I'm just saying, like.
Still talk to C-Mac at all? He called us from jail. We put some money on his books today, actually.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing that too. It's such a fucking pain in the ass. Every time I gotta figure out how to do it.
Yeah.
How much you sent him?
Like $150.
You ran up a bag off of him, views, subscribers, and all that shit, low. And you can't go put no money on his books, and that's not the only case, bro. You don't care about nobody. You only care about your pockets. And caring how to learn how to talk your way out of shit like this, low.
And here's my issue. I ain't seen one BMX biker nigga up there yet.
They are.
He done left the BMX niggas, came to hip hop,
No Jumper
did
BMX,
this shit.
and you can find tons of BMX content that we make that incidentally.
Where's the BMX nigga that died? Where you went to his mom and said, "Yo, this nigga died. He got shot in the fucking head." His mom said, "Fuck these niggas over." Where's that from the niggas you fuck with, you little biker
I'm not
niggas?
aware of any sort of situation like that with BMX riders.
See how he be throwing slick shots? He know what he doing. That Gilligan is smarter than what he try to act like.
I know. And guess what? I don't see none of these BMX shits with no 600,000 and 700,000 views neither.
Do you realize I listen to drill music, right? Yeah. So these people are people I'm genuinely interested in meeting and having conversations with, and then I put it online.
Hold up. Let me hold on. Hey.
But you know what?
Hey. Wait. Because I say it all the time here.
Your behavior and your train of thought isn't aligned with the well-being of these people. You just listening to songs.
Let me give you.
You don't really give a fuck about any of these people.
Why? That's such an extreme leap for you to take.
No,
it's true.
Wait, stop.
You sit here as if like we can't read you, as like we just can't look through you like if you was a glass house. We know what and what you not about. We can smell that shit.
This is them and their family's trauma that you guys are monetizing to turn a fucking profit. And you're calling it journalism. That's not fucking journalism.
They're gaining from it as well.
No, they're not.
Yes, they're
losing.
It's promoting his music career.
Even the way you stop.
You just said
Stop ice.
You way out of line.
Here we have a guy who was sliding under the radar. He is
Adam is
a culture vulture.
The complete culture vulture.
Because he only shows or speaks of the ugliness on us as a people, never no solutions or proof of work within the culture. No work in the culture.
What I'm saying is,
y'all gonna see who real and who not.
Me calling all of these guys culture vultures is like me going to church and standing outside telling people the preacher is taking your money and using it for personal gain.
He bragged about how much money he makes through No Jumper.
I showed him the preacher's car, his jewelry, his bank account, and his big ass house. Then I showed him all the broken doorknobs, broken windows, the old ass Bibles, and they still don't see that this man is taking that money for his personal gain and not doing nothing to help to fix up this church. But every time that basket go around, he's talking about we need money for the doorknobs, for the windows, for the heat system. Shut up! That's just what's going on in these streets.
Y'all let me know what y'all think about this whole little situation in the comment section.
If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't hit the notification bell, you are subscribed and haven't hit it, hit it. Be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them, right? I'm out.